Just exclusives. Exclusives.
Okay. Ooh, yes. Okay, first things first is to clarify. You want to make sure that your scalp is nice and cleansed before you shampoo. I know that may sound redundant, however, ACV is the queen of clarifying, and it really helps make sure that any of that product buildup, any of that dirt is really lifted up before you shampoo. The shampoo doesn't have to work as hard. So like I said, it may sound redundant, but please guys, trust me on this one. This is a simple step that's crucial to the process. Make sure you're using this time to massage your scalp, focusing on any problem areas such as your edges and the top of your hair. That's where you're going to have most of your edge control, most of your gel, so you want to make sure that you're letting the ACV do its job. I'm sure you guys know what's coming next. It's nothing crazy, it's just time to shampoo. So go ahead and get your hair nice and moist, let the water run through your hair, and then get your favorite shampoo. Lately I've been using OGX's Keratin oil shampoo, so that's what I'm going to use to make sure my scalp is nice and clean and moisturized. It's a really good idea if you have a mirror in your shower, that way you can keep track of how much product you have between rinses of shampoo. So I think I've rinsed out shampoo maybe twice or so before I was satisfied and before I felt like my scalp was nice and clean. You'll notice that I'm focusing on the perimeters of my hair, my edges, and my scalp because that's where I have the most buildup, and I want to focus on really making sure that's squeaky clean. I'm not wasting time on putting shampoo on the actual braids itself because once I rinse my hair, the shampoo will trickle down and that's enough to make sure that's clean. So after about 2 rounds of shampoo, I'm finally feeling satisfied, so I'm going to allow the water to trickle down from my scalp to my braids, ensuring that any shampoo is rinsed out. At this point, had I seen any more flakes or gross product or felt anything that I didn't like, I would have shampooed again, but thankfully there was none of that, so I didn't have to spend any more time shampooing my hair. So I spent a few extra seconds just wringing out any excess water. As you know, braids hold a lot of water, and now I am finally ready to condition. I am using the cousin conditioner to the OGX Keratin oil shampoo that I used earlier. This is the OGX Vitamin E conditioner. It's super moisturizing, it's super cheap, and it gets the job done. So it's perfect for when I have protective styles in, and it gives me the moisture that I need. Now we all know a wash day is not complete without a leave-in, so I'm going to add my favorite Mielle Organics Pomegranate and Honey leave-in conditioner to the roots of my hair. Now I need to make sure that I get that moisture locked in because this is the base for what I'm going to do later once I style. This next step is completely optional, but I just used the excess leave-in and water that I had and ran it down the shaft of the braids. You can repeat this step until you feel satisfied with the moisture, and then we can move forward to step 3. Carol's Daughter Black Vanilla leave-in conditioner is my favorite leave-in for a protective style. It's super lightweight, it smells amazing, and it gives you the perfect amount of moisture. Sunny Isles Black Castor Oil is a staple for many naturals out there, me included, and that's why I'm using it to help seal in the moisture for my protective style. I'll be using this as a carrier oil for my plant therapy essential oils. Tea tree and peppermint are my go-to, however this set comes with a ton of different organic oils for you to choose from. You guys know the deal already. Focus on your parts and your edges, making sure that you're really letting the oils do its job and help seal in that moisture for your protective style. This step is completely optional, but I like to add something with a little bit more hold before I tie my hair up. Adding a bit of gel and then topping it off with a mousse is going to allow your hair to set, making your style last even longer. Because my hair is still wet and I have no reason to do it, I'm going to tie it up overnight. This will tame any flyaways and really help make sure your hair looks brand new. I'll unwrap my hair tomorrow when we're ready for the fourth and final step, styling. At this point, I've had my hair wrapped overnight and I'm very content with the way it came out. It feels really clean, it smells really good, and there are no flyaways, which is the whole purpose of doing this. So I'm glad it came out this way. I'm going to add a little bit more of that Carol's Daughter leave-in just to jumpstart some more moisture before I begin styling. I don't think I can use too much of this stuff. I'm a huge fan. It just makes my hair smell so good and look so shiny. So I like to wear my hair out of my face, and it also allows me to get that really sleek, brand new styled look. So in order for me to get that look, I just need 3 things and a little flick of the wrist. So we're going to use some gel, any sort of gel. I'm using Wetline. I'm also using some edge control. I'm using Edge Booster. The reason why I'm using both is because I found that Edge Booster leaves flakes and it also gives me that white pasty look when I use it on its own. So when I paired it with a gel, it works fine and it still gives me the same amount of hold. So here's where the flick of the wrist comes in. You want to get your edge control and get your gel, apply a little bit to the part of your new growth on your hair, and twist the braid towards your scalp. Doing this will mimic a fresh braid and will allow you to pin your hair back to give you that nice sleek look. I'm only focusing on the braids that are along the front perimeter of my head. I don't care about the braids in the back or the braids on the base of my head because I can't see that. So it doesn't matter if I do that for styling purposes. Just continue twisting along until you get your desired look. So I did those twists to make styling my edges easier later on down the road, and you'll see why. So right now I've retwisted all of the braids that I wanted to retwist, and now I'm going to add my edge control for styling my edges. I am by no means a master at styling edges, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I am, but you guys can watch and style them the way you normally do. As you're swooping your edges back, you want to blend them into your braid. So brush your edges down like you normally would. Take your braid and twist the braid as if you're doing a flat twist. So yeah guys, it's kind of simple. I pretty much just repeat this step until I'm satisfied with the way my hair is laid. So here you guys can see the way my edges are laid. Nothing crazy, but it does look very, very sleek, which is the only thing that I was trying to accomplish. So now I'm just going to twist it back so it's out of my face and pin it with a clip, and then I'll tie it up for a couple of minutes and set it before it's done. So you guys, it's been about 15 minutes and here are the final results. I am so impressed with the way my hair came out, you guys. I am glad that I got these results because I was not trying to unravel them anytime soon. They've been in for about 7 weeks now, and I think I could push it just a little bit more. You guys, I don't know where time went, but I just did the math, and it has not been 7 weeks. It has been 12 weeks. Sis, it's time to let it go. Call me lazy, but whatever. It's a protective style, so I can get away with it. I'm gonna make sure that I keep my scalp clean, keep my hair clean, and as long as I do that, that's all that matters to me. Here you have it, you guys. You can keep your box braids in for longer than what they recommend. As long as you do what's best for you and do what's best for your hair, that's all that matters. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's just exclusives, and I will see you next time.